So the Xbox Showcase has come and gone, and I'll be honest, I wasn't particularly impressed with it. I'm looking forward to Ninja Gaiden 4, and I'm really looking forward to Grounded 2, because from the reveal at least, it looks like everything I wanted from Grounded 1 and more. A much bigger world, better combat, you can ride insects into battle, it just looks like a really fun survival game. However, regardless of what you or I think, all of these games were released for multiple platforms, not just the Xbox, but also the PlayStation and the PC, which I consider to be a really good thing, because console exclusivity is bad. People being able to play video games is always good. It makes the developers more money, everyone gets to play the games, it's just a good thing all round. But the Xbox Showcase also revealed the upcoming Xbox branded ROG Ally. Basically, Xbox partnered with Asus and worked with them to develop this PC handheld hybrid, which can not only run Xbox games, however it's confirmed to not only be able to run Steam games, however it can also run any PlayStation game that is on Windows PCs. Which again, I consider this an absolute good thing, you know, people who are a fan of Xbox still have the Series X and S consoles, however they also now have a PC gaming hybrid, which allows them to play their Xbox games, in addition to Steam games and PlayStation games. I think this is a really good thing. However, you didn't click on the video to hear me say that this is a good thing. What you clicked on the video for was the PlayStation crowd, who either tried spinning this as an L for Xbox and a W for PlayStation, or basically just tried damage controlling the entire situation. Probably because the PlayStation Showcase was shit and the Xbox One was actually fairly decent. So let's take a look at the responses, shall we? J-Dub responds, if you own a PS5 or Pro, you get to play all of these Xbox Games Showcase titles, plus all of the PlayStation State of Play titles for $399. Yes, you can, because they are multi-platform, and that is a good thing. You get the games, Xbox gets the games, obviously, and PC gets the games as well. Why are you spinning this as if it's a W for the PlayStation? It's always funny when PlayStation dudes do this. Like, when games go to the PlayStation, they're like, oh, PlayStation's king, oh, PlayStation the best, grrr. But then when PlayStation games go to the PC, it's, oh, PC ports are terrible, oh, PC ports hold back the industry, ah, Sony, why are you bringing games to PC? Like, you guys are fucking pathetic, please never change. Voldemort responds with, ha 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 ha, they didn't get the whole collection, hopefully they make them wait 3 years before they get the second disc. And this is in response to an AI overview saying that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Part 2 is not currently available on the Series X and S or Xbox One. My guy, have you been paying attention to literally anything that Sony have been doing in the last few years? Because if Part 1 is already on the Xbox, then it's a guarantee that Part 2 is coming at some point. It's the same reason why when God of War 2018 or Spider-Man PS4 released on the PC, and PlayStation dudes were like, oh, you have these games, but you don't have the sequels. It's like, if they weren't going to bring the sequels to the platform, why would they release the first game on the platform? The sequels are coming, like that much is guaranteed, it's just a matter of time. But also, why are you trying to spin this as if it's a good thing for PlayStation? Oh, Xbox, you don't have the games, lol. Like, yeah, that's a bad thing. Every platform should have the games. Like, what are we doing here? Gara of the Rage makes a tweet saying, hey, I have a question for the PlayStation fanboys. What's the purpose of buying a PlayStation 5 again? And Pony Elite, yep, profile checks out, with a picture of Aloy from Horizon, yep, picture checks out, says, who even asks a question like this? PlayStation is the GOAT in the console space. Imagine not owning a PlayStation in 2025. Only someone who hates themselves refuses PlayStation. Enjoy that void in your soul. I noticed that you didn't actually give any reasons for why you should own a PlayStation 5 outside of, my plastic box is better than yours, actually. But also, today I learned that I actually hate myself, guys, because I don't own a PlayStation. You know, it's not like I have a YouTube channel with 19,000 subscribers. In fact, we literally just hit 19k subs like a few weeks ago. Thank you guys very much for that. I'm working my YouTube job. I'm also working another job in a restaurant where I'm getting experience being a chef. I have some very nice friendship groups, and I'm able to make the time in order to do the hobbies and the things that I'm passionate about. And I also have a gaming PC that's objectively better than the PS5 in basically every way, and it also has a shit ton of PlayStation games on it. Still no girlfriend though, like, you take the rough with the smooth, it's a work in progress. But all of that doesn't matter, guys, because I don't have a PlayStation. Wow. PlayStation, as far as I'm concerned, has been obsolete for a while now. Not only because their exclusives, or most of the mainstream ones, have come to PC anyways, but now there's a piece of Xbox hardware that is also capable of playing PlayStation games. Especially since the Xbox hardware can also run Xbox and Steam games, which is something that the PlayStation handheld is incapable of doing. It can't run Steam games. So, yes, are you seeing a point here? But also, why would you want to be king of the console market anyways? Like, aren't more and more game developers coming out saying that console gaming is holding back the fucking industry? Like, yeah, congratulations, you're the least smelly shit in the toilet. Only Good Games responds, pretty insane, what a shift. PlayStation truly is the best, in response to the PlayStation games from the Xbox Showcase that are multi-platform. Notice how you conveniently don't mention that these games are coming to PC as well, you know, that would shatter the narrative. Also notice how you conveniently don't mention that these games being multi-platform is actually a good thing. I just hope you keep this same energy when PlayStation games inevitably go to the PC. Which is why it's really funny when you see J-Dub, yep, this guy's returned, saying, we haven't seen a single Xbox exclusive yet, where are they? But then in another post, you praise the fact that Gears of War is coming to the PlayStation. First of all, why are you praising the idea of exclusives? Like, exclusives are not good. But also, I really hope that you keep that same energy when PlayStation games go to the PC. KGN Gamer says, all these games are coming to PlayStation day one in 2025-2026. Yes, and they're also coming to Xbox and likely the PC as well. So, what's your point? Jason Jones says, 5 years later, laughing face, also Final Fantasy on Xbox is sacrilege. I haven't been on Xbox in a long time, but wasn't Final Fantasy already on Xbox? Like, wasn't it Final Fantasy like 13 or 15 or some shit that was already on Xbox? Also, lol, the idea of a video game being on another plastic box is sacrilege. I definitely need to touch some grass. Totally Not Retro says, as someone who is hyped for The Outer Worlds 2, $80 is a scam. No, just get Game Pass is not a valid counter. I do not want to access games locked behind a subscription, which keeps getting more and more expensive. Shame on Xbox for herding the hype of this for greed. Oh, subscriptions are bad now, are they? Subscriptions are bad. Never mind PlayStation, where you have to spend over $100 a year just to play your games online. No. PlayStation subscriptions aren't bad, it's only Xbox subscriptions. Oh, Xbox subscriptions are so bad. Yeah, you have to pay $100 to play your games online on PlayStation. Well, actually, hold on. It's justifiable because Sony needs them to make games. Oh, you mean like all of the remasters of games that aren't even 5 years old, instead of games that are over 10 years old, like Bloodborne, that are highly demanded? Well, actually, no one really gives a fuck about Bloodborne. Oh, Sony, like, we don't want Bloodborne. Okay, so can the PC audience, like, remake Bloodborne on the PC? No, Sony, you should file a lawsuit against the PC players. Okay, if you're unhappy with PC gamers doing the work for Sony, are you at the very least going to be happy with Sony bringing games to PC? No, fuck PC, PlayStation King. Also, notice how the pony person said preach in response to the PlayStation dude taking the piss out of Xbox for doing the same thing that PlayStation does. You love to see it. So that was all of the ones related to the Xbox Showcase, and now let's take a look at the PlayStation dudes getting very mad about the Xbox branded ROG Ally. Snapblast Play tweets, PlayStation 5 is officially obsolete tech now. And K-Med responds, I have questions, mostly about whether his health insurance covers mental health services. So in response to Xbox releasing a piece of hardware that is not only way more powerful than the PlayStation Portal, and almost on the same level as the PlayStation 5 in terms of hardware, however, it's also capable of running Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox games, you look at that and somehow deny the fact that the PlayStation is becoming obsolete. Also, ironically enough, PlayStation has been obsolete for a long time now. In terms of hardware, it was obsolete even when it released, because it was using outdated hardware, and obviously PC has things like emulators, which allow us to play many more PlayStation games than the PlayStation gamers can on their PlayStation console. I promise this is the last time that Pony Elite shows up, but they respond, I never thought I'd say this, but it's over. PlayStation killed their competition and forced both Nintendo and Xbox into the handheld market. Absolutely absolute fucking savage. PlayStation remains the king of next-gen console gaming. Once again, why the fuck would you want to be the king of console gaming when many people are coming out saying that console gaming is holding back the fucking industry? But also, the Nintendo Switch 2 is a handheld game console hybrid, and the Xbox Series S and X consoles aren't going anywhere. So PlayStation quite literally did not force them into the handheld market. They are still games consoles, they're just a bit more experimental than the PlayStation. Also, ironically enough, PlayStation released a handheld long before Xbox did, so I guess the exact same argument could be turned around to you. Oh, PlayStation was scared of Xbox, so they had to make the PlayStation Portal because, you know, the handheld technology was all PlayStation could do. Do you see how dumb of an argument that is? But also, why are you spinning this as if it's a W for PlayStation? Xbox, it works with Asus to release a handheld that is way more powerful than the PlayStation handheld, and it's so powerful that it's damn near on the same level as the PlayStation 5. It can run PlayStation, Xbox, and PC games, and you look at that and somehow spin it as if it's a W for PlayStation. It's a W for PlayStation because Xbox has a handheld that is objectively better to the PlayStation 1 in every way. Please check yourself for hemorrhoids. The Davy Seal responds, "It's telling that Xbots are so excited in any way to play PlayStation games." What's that? People are excited to play games that are no longer being held hostage on the PlayStation? Wow, that sounds like news to me, am I right? Once again, please keep this same energy when games come to the PlayStation. Gabe responds, "Yes, Xbox is over, only the PC Master Race, Switch, and PlayStation 5 will remain. Xbox is over, even though they partnered with Asus to make an Xbox-branded PC handheld hybrid console device thingy-me-jig. And also, they still have the Series S and X consoles. I think Xbox is gonna be fine." Oliver Moore responds, "Buying a $400 PlayStation 5 to play PlayStation games is bad, but buying a $900 Xbox PC handheld to play PlayStation games on Steam is a good thing. First of all, you said it yourself, it's a handheld, meaning that you can take it anywhere with you, which is something that you can't do with the PlayStation 5. The ROG Ally X is significantly more powerful than PlayStation's handheld, to such an extent that it is comparable to the PlayStation 5 itself in terms of specs. It can play any PlayStation game that is on Steam, which includes basically all of the mainstream PlayStation exclusives, such as Spider-Man, God of War, The Last of Us. It has access to Steam games, and a friendly reminder that there are way more games on Steam than the console marketplace combined. It has access to all of the Xbox games, and it is capable of playing games at 1080p 60 to 120 FPS. Honestly, if the Xbox branded ROG Ally could run emulators and mods and fan games and all of the rest of it, then it would be potentially the best gaming handheld of all time. So yes, when you factor in all of the confirmed features for the Xbox ROG Ally software, in addition to the potential features, yes, it is a way better way of playing PlayStation games than the PlayStation 5, and you also get a lot more for your money. So yes, of course it's gonna be more expensive. It is a better product. Are you seeing how this works yet? Also, convenient how you didn't mention the PlayStation 5 Pro, you know, the $700 PlayStation 5 Pro. Just figured you should probably mention that. But the thing to take away from all of this is that the Xbox showcase was pretty good. A lot of games are going to a lot of platforms, which is a good thing. And there is a new piece of handheld gaming technology on the horizon, which is way better than the PlayStation 1. And it also just looks like a really good device in general, which I'm really excited about. You guys will never change. And at the end of the day, you guys make me content, so I can't be mad that much, I suppose. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to drop a like and a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.